Ash got it! Alright, what's up, guys? Ash got it. But today we're back with NFL Debates Part 2. We're just going to be playing some Black Ops, discussing who we think will win MVP, Defensive and Offensive Player of the Year, Rookie of the Year, and Comeback Player of the Year, as well as we got some headlines that we've been seeing that we just want to discuss.
We got five quick headlines.
Yeah, so we just want to discuss those real quick. Do MVP candidates, like I said, all in just some Black Ops.
Alright, we gonna get in the game?
Yep. We'll see you guys. We'll see you guys when we're in the loading screen. Sorry for the ear rapes.
I get hurt my throat.
Alright guys, getting right into the thing. We're just gonna start off with the MVP. Tell me who you picked.
MVP, I got my guy A-Rod. Man's gonna pass for 4,000, 40 touchdowns, no biggie.
I think the make or break.
Packers going 12-4.
12-4. That's a bold statement, but I really think the make or break is.
Next question.
I want to see if he can, get first in the. You want just.
What's your point though?
I want to see if Rodgers can make first in the AFC, in the NFC North, get past the Vikings. I think that's really gonna decide whether or not he'll win this MVP.
Yeah, he's definitely a strong contender though. Anyways, who do you got?
I went ahead and picked Le'Veon Bell simply because he's already a great running back, and he just got franchise tagged for like the second or third year in a row.
Yeah,
it's crazy how the Steelers won't sign him, and he's proven year in and year out, getting better and better, that he deserves a long-term contract. So he's just gonna get better from last year to this year. Next up, guys, we got Defensive Player of the Year. Who'd you pick for that one?
I got a little bit different. I got a cornerback. I got Jalen Ramsey winning.
So you went kind of out of the box. Cornerbacks not usually their record, or not usually their award to win, but Jalen Ramsey is a hell of a player.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like he definitely has the credentials to do it.
I went a little more, I guess you can say, yeah, I went a little more traditional, a little more safe with the position I picked, and I went ahead and picked Joey Bosa. The award, it just seems to be ran by D linemen and those linebacker D-line type guys. You guys see like J.J. Watt, Aaron Donald, Mac win these awards all the time. So I went with Bosa. It's a bit more cautious and safe, traditional, but I think Bosa's still an outstanding player. Oh yeah.
All right, next up, Offensive Player of the Year. Who do you have?
I went with Ramsey's teammate, who you brought up for Defense Player of the Year, in Leonard Fournette. I think Fournette's already a good running back. He's already a great running back, I should say. And it seems with these awards, you got to be on a winning team to win the award. The Jaguars, they're a winning team. This could be Fournette's award to win.
All right, so my Offensive Player of the Year, I'm going Odell Beckham, man. Again, coming off injury, he's going to be hungry. And now that he actually has a run game for the first time in his career, teams can't come out 3-down line every play.
And just drop back 8 in coverage, have a safety over the top of him every play.
Yeah.
I think he fits right in with that Le'Veon Bell category. Odell's looking for a contract extension. He's going to ball out just to try and get it.
What do you say? He wants to be the first receiver for 100 mil or something?
He said he's the first receiver. He wants to be the first receiver to get 20 mil a year. So, hopefully the Giants give him that contract. I want Odell to be a Giant long term.
Yeah, for sure. Lock up your best player.
All right. So for my Defensive Rookie of the Year, I went with Bradley Chubb. He's already on a great pass rush in Denver Broncos team. He's just gonna add some fuel to that flame. Definitely on the other side of Von Miller is gonna make him better. I'm sure Von Miller is mentoring him, and they're gonna be a great tandem, great duo to watch.
Yeah, definitely.
Let's hear who you got for your Defensive Rookie.
I got Jair. Like, I don't know. Packers have always had a weak secondary, so guys always just come in and got up the Packers. think Jair and Josh Jackson and Clinton Dix, you know, very young that can stop that.
Yeah, that's a great point. Everybody comes into Green Bay, comes into Lambeau Field, and just thinks, yeah, we're gonna dot these guys up. They don't have the best DBs. They're still gonna be thinking that due to, you know, having 2 rookie corners. But if those guys can step up, the Packers can have a nice secondary.
And you really got to think about it. The Packers gonna all have a really strong defense. That D-line's one of the best in the league.
It is arguable. I can agree with that. Who'd you pick for your offensive rookie of the year?
My offensive rookie of the year is going to Josh Allen, the Buffalo Bills.
Ooh, I want to hear the reasoning for this one.
Well, okay, so the Bills barely slid into the playoffs. Like, I don't know how they somehow slithered their way in, and that was with, you know, I would say a subpar quarterback.
Yeah, they just barely got that wild card spot. So
now they have a chance with an elite well, not elite, but someone who has potential to be elite. I'm just very interested in what he can do with Benji, Shady.
Yeah, dude, Josh Jackson, he has some weapons. Zay Jones is an up-and-coming receiver. So we'll see how the Bills can do if he can,
obviously.
If he can get that 9-7, even that 8-8, he has a great chance at winning.
All right, so who do you have for offensive, TK?
I went with Giants running back Saquon Barkley. You brought up Odell and how he's finally going to have a run game. I think Saquon, not only is he going to take some heat off Odell in the pass game, but, you know, with Odell and with Sterling Shepard, obviously, that those running lanes are going to be open because teams are still going to come into MetLife thinking the Giants are going to pass 40 times a game. We can hand the ball to Saquon. Lanes are wide open. Hopefully he gets some good blocks and rushes for 1,200 yards or more. Lastly, for our award segment of this, we got the comeback player of the year. Who did you pick?
You know, I got my guy, Deshaun Watson, going to break the touchdown record sometime in his career. He's got Hop. He's got one of the best receivers in the league. He's got, you know, Will Fuller, a good slot guy. You know, he doesn't have much to work with, but you saw what he did in those first, what, 2 months?
Yeah, definitely a guy that showed flashes of Hall of Fame greatness in a short rookie season.
I ain't gonna lie. I follow the man on IG. He's been running his mouth quite a bit. Like, I saw one post. It was like, head over water. I ain't never gonna flop now.
Well, hopefully he doesn't flop because he just makes big play after big play, and I want to see him play his entire career out. Hopefully with little to no more injuries.
If I had to choose a play of the year last year, you remember when Watson went to Cincinnati?
Yeah, and he had that nice 50-yard TD.
Oh yeah, that's got to be up there for a highlight of the year.
Definitely. Watson, like I said, man, big play after big play, and I want to see him ball out next season.
TK, so I got Watson. Who do you got?
Well, the comeback player of the year, there's a lot of good candidates, a lot of guys that can easily come in and win it, such as guys like Watson. You got Aaron Rodgers, who's coming back, Odell, David Johnson, and J.J. Watt. It might be a little bit of bias going with Odell Beckham being a Giants fan, but it all goes back to drafting Saquon and, you know, finally having that good run game. You have him for offensive player of the year. I have him for comeback player of the year. Hopefully he can win something. He's a great player.
So, TK, what are your thoughts on Michael Floyd going to the Saints?
It's great for him. It's great that he got a contract, but what really makes me mad about it is Dez Bryant is still unsigned. Dez Bryant he's a great veteran. He can help out in the locker room, and you go with Michael Floyd.
There's one reason that guy isn't signed, and my hunch is, you know, he's got to be asking way too much money.
That might be true, and it probably is, but I mean, you can negotiate with him. Ask him to bring down his price. Give him a 1 to 2 year deal.
Especially a team like New Orleans, where they definitely have a shot at, you know, going for it all this year.
Yeah, think about it. Michael Thomas and Dez Bryant, that could be a good tandem, but Sadly, they didn't want to see it.
Drew Brees, Alvin Kamara, that offense would have been nice.
And even then, I saw Eric Decker is set to sign with the Patriots.
Yeah, it's all these vets are getting signed, and Dez is just too damn stubborn.
Yeah. And another Hall of Fame quarterback in, obviously, Tom Brady, one of the greatest quarterbacks. And, you know, the Patriots go with Eric Decker, obviously someone who was...
Tom is kind of famous for that. Like, you know, Randy Moss late in his career, you know, went to New England, played with Tom. Ocho Cinco late in his career.
This is all true. I think if he can elevate Eric Decker's game to how Eric Decker was playing when he was in Denver with Peyton Manning, then Eric Decker could be a hell of a player. Next, we go on a Packers linebacker, Jake Ryan, and he just tore his ACL. How do you feel about that?
Tremendous season last year. Him and Blake really played the middle well on a, you know, very weak secondary. They played it well, man, as younger guys too. Blake is still gonna do his thing. You know, as you probably know, he was tied for first in leading the league in tackles. Didn't have much interceptions, but you know, give him a break. It was his rookie season. But yeah, I mean, Blake's gonna struggle without Jake's help for sure. But I just hope Jake can come back from the Packers to go deep in the playoffs.
Yeah, if the Packers can, you know, make that NFC conference, and he's back, hopefully he can make that difference. But who knows? They could flourish. They could still do well without him. They got some new cornerbacks. Packers defense just looked revamped all around.
Yeah, revamped everywhere. Brought in a veteran safety to help out, you know, the new young secondary. The D-line, they beefed it up even more by signing Wilkerson. And the backcourt, man, got Blake, Brooks, and Clay.
So, we'll see what that Packers defense can do for them in this season to come. You got Aaron Rodgers at quarterback. You can't waste his years in the NFL.
All right, TK, so what are your thoughts on Jalen saying, you know, he's the best corner, Odell's the best receiver, they're meeting week 1. What are your thoughts? What do you think the outcomes are going to be?
I know it's going to be a great game to see and a great game to watch because Ramsey's going to follow Odell wherever he goes on the field, left side, right side, whether he's in a slot. Ramsey's going to cover him probably man-to-man the entire game. So there's going to be a lot of back and forth talking. They have some respect for each other. But two great players going to play a great game, and I just want to see them go back and forth. Hopefully Odell makes some big plays. Ramsey will make some big plays. It's going to be a great game all around.
Yep. Okay, so Sam Darnold signs a deal for $30 million. Do you think that's, you know, says, you know, Teddy, you're not starting, man. We're starting Sam.
I think he will be a starter, but you still got to earn that $30 million. You still got to come week in and week out and just ball. For a rookie, $30 million deal. Let me rephrase that. A rookie out of USC who are known for kind of producing bust quarterbacks in the league, giving him $30 million is a really high risk in my opinion.
Yeah, definitely agree. Some former USC quarterbacks are Carson Palmer, Mark Sanchez, Matt Barkley, that's really Matt Castle even. It's like, you know, Palmer's had a good career, but the rest of them are like, you know, career backups.
And even Palmer, he's been kind of shaky throughout his career. Definitely, you know, not a guy that's considered for the Hall of Fame. So, given Darnold
in Cincinnati,
giving Darnold $30 million, a quarterback out of USC, we'll see what he can really do in the league before claiming he's a bust. But you know, USC quarterbacks have proven.
Yeah.
But that is going to be all for NFL Debates Part 2. Next week, we'll have Part 3 out for you guys. We'll get into more topics, some more stuff to discuss. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And we did the awards as part of this. So, like always, leave your guys' comments for who you think will win these awards, like comeback player of the year and MVP. But we'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.